Hello, this is Keith at Down Redwood Groves, and today we're going to try to finish up the notches for our front entrance gate. What we're going to do today is we've scribed the lines. I brought the lines up from the bottom, scribed them up on both sides, scribed the line across so that I know where the entrance plate is. I've done that on both beams, and I've done it for the center beam. Well, this isn't really much of a beam, but we'll call it a beam today. So what I did on this one is, again, scribe the lines up from the notch, go across and go through. So what we're going to do is take our saw and we'll notch these all off, break them off again like we got. I will use my handy small chisel I got. The longer chisel is supposed to be delivered today, so I can do all the finishing on that. And then hopefully, when the weather gets a little better, we've been getting nothing but rain here, but I've been watching other people's YouTube, and that seems like that's the going around on the southeast coast. Anyhow, we'll get this working and get it roughed out, and then hopefully that, get here so you got some better light on me. We'll get this roughed out so that when it's got some dry days, I can pull all the beams out and do finish assembly on it, get it all tightened all up, and then I can disassemble it and take it out to the front and drop them in the holes, or reassemble them and drop it on the holes. So let's get working. Okay, one of the things I'm finding out, having a little different issues here with this, is I have to use the edge of the square on this side, because this side has it's a little bit of the wane left on of it, and it's just not squared off to try to run through. So when I was normally would use the saw and come from this side and just bring it over, and that would be my cut line, I now have to use, I'm trying to use one of these lines on the previous cut line to get my spacing approximate. Again, it doesn't really matter how perfect it is, but it's just to get it so that it breaks off a little easier. So it's not a big deal, but it does seem to be a little bit more cumbersome for me. All right, I had to change plans. I got to the edge here and I didn't have any more room for the speed square to really sit on it to use it, so I've wedged myself between the two posts, and I'm just using the pre-cut line as my scribe line and keeping the gap. So I'm cutting off of this line, keeping the line on that, and actually that seems to be working out a lot easier. Okay, I've got all three of the posts notched, so I can start breaking them apart. I actually started breaking and grabbed the camera and started videotaping again. I do have a little problem here. As you can see, this is breaking up, and so we'll see how well this cleans up. I'm right at the edge of the pith, and it seems like I think this is what's the problem, and that's causing some issues with it. And when I was cutting it, pieces just kept popping off of the saw. So we'll see how this breaks up, but let's hammer away on these things and see what we get. Alright, so I just showed you how quick it is, or can be, to get it really notched down quickly. This one was the easiest one. As I talked about before, I got some cleaning up to do on this. And Same on this one here. So, but we got it mostly cleaned out. So now let's just take the chisel that I got and we'll try cleaning as best as we got with this small chisel. I scribed a line on a couple of these, but I'm not really worried about if I get any tear out. You know, this is not really going to be seen, and it's just kind of an entrance gate. So I don't know. I know if you talk about it. All right, repeat myself. So, I know they talk about inscribing the edge so that you don't get any tear out. Don't do that. But I haven't seen a lot of tear out to begin with. So, maybe I'm just getting lucky, or I don't know, but so you can see how nice and clean this actually can come up if you don't have knots. So let me work on this and we'll keep on moving. Alrighty, I didn't show me doing all the chiseling. I've showed you that in the previous videos. Maybe I'm making a wrong assumption. If you guys want to see that, please put that in the notes, comments. I'd greatly appreciate it. I do appreciate all the new subscribers that we do have. That's really great. Glad to see everybody on board. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback and what you like and what you dislike. Let me know. And that about rounded up for today's video. I've got everything now rough notch, so once the weather gets got a few days of dryness, I can pull all these beams out of the garage and set it out outside. So again, thank you again. If you like, give me that thumbs up, and if you're viewing this for the first time or haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell. Thank you.